Welcome back to Blue Ridge Silverhound, guys, and today we have a rare one for you. If you're looking for some new treasure hunting fodder, I think I have just a coin for you. I've never talked about this coin, but this one definitely warrants a lot of attention. Okay, for the mere fact, number one, there's only been one coin that has ever been discovered, one example of the ultra rare 1988 double ear, and we're going to take a look at it for you here today. So the coin at first glance that you see on screen doesn't look like a whole lot. Okay, this looks like your typical Lincoln penny that we come across in change. This one, I would venture to guess, was easily overlooked for a number of years until a curious collector slash cherry picker slash treasure hunter by the name of Christopher Beck discovered this oddity in change back in 2011. And of course, from then, it has become a coin that has lived in the lore of some of the most rarest varieties. Now, we're going to take a look at a few images here that encompasses exactly what you're trying to look for. All right, first and foremost, this double die, or doubled ear rather, only exists on the Philadelphia minted coins. So the coins without any physical mint mark under the date is going to be the coins that you are going to be looking through. So this example right here, as you can see, it's got a nice even distribution of brown. It has seen circulation. It was overlooked for years until it was discovered, well, 23 years later? It's crazy. So it just goes to show you that new varieties do exist and they do pop up when you least expect them. All right, one example. So, as of the publication of the Strike It Rich with Pocket Change Guide by Ken Potter, by the way, this is the 2013 publication, so we're about 6 years removed. The Discovery example, the Christopher Beck example, sold for around $3,000. Okay, I believe it was uncertified. So at the very least, it's $3,000. Okay, not nearly remotely close to what my thumbnail picture illustrated. $100,000? Probably not. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. How much is someone willing to pay for a high-grade example of this coin remains to be seen. Okay, it has to be found and it has to hit the marketplace. But if you guys are looking for something absolutely extraordinary, if not unique, then this is the coin for you. All right. So here's a close-up, and by the way, all of the images are courtesy of Mr. Billy Crawford. Okay, these are images that he had posted on Konica. They were used online in a few different publications, but it is the only known example to exist and the only known images. Okay, the coin that was originally discovered is obviously holed up in some elite collection at this point. It was probably graded or whatever the case may be, but as you can see, there is a distinctive second ear south of the primary ear, and that's exactly what you're going to look for. Now, the original picture where I had both the obverse and reverse pairing on one image, it's kind of hard to see just by looking at that. So if you have a magnifier that has like an 8 to 10 times power, that's going to be your best bet. Of course, when you're cherry picking varieties of this caliber, it's always a good idea to have a magnifier anyways. They are an inexpensive tool and one that every coin collector should have, regardless. So this piece right here is designated as the FS101. That's the official catalog number. It is indeed in the Cherry Picker's Guide. It's in the Strike It Rich with Pocket Change manual. It also goes by Double Die Obverse number 9. Okay, there are 8 others before this one, but this is the most significant one that everybody should be looking for in this book. So, truly magnificent. If I were to find one, it would certainly go to the graders. Just to authenticate it, less about the grade. When it's authenticated, you get more money off of it, because that's the perceived kind of like buying habits of collectors and variety hunters, specialists, that buy into this sort of thing. Things like this are of extraordinary value. Now, it's easily worth $1,000. $10,000, it's a possibility. If you found one of these that's probably around a mint state 64 or 65, I guarantee you, you're probably going to be looking around the 5 figures mark. Of course, it could probably go up from there. It's really hard to say. Again, there's been only one example. That one sold a number of years back. Again, it's a new discovery. So I would say that this is probably beyond rare. I know that sounds impossible because rare in itself is a terminology that is overused. Okay, what exactly does rare mean this day and age? But it's been overused all over the internet, on eBay. I don't know. Everybody thinks that they have the rarest thing out there, but you know, if there is more than 10, it's not that rare. Unique means there's only one example. But this coin right here, I would venture to guess the next one that does make it to market or whatever is going to be worth an extraordinary amount of value, and it's definitely worth looking for. All right, so keep that in mind. The ear is to the south of the primary. Of course, the arrows there have been embedded into this image for years, and no one has been successful in finding a second example, which is cool. This is definitely a unicorn that everybody can strive to find. Okay, but keep this one in mind. But since we're on the subject of doubled ear coins, okay, it's worth recapping a couple of the more notable Lincoln Penny doubled ear coins. Okay, of course, you guys are familiar with the 1984 doubled ear Lincoln Penny. This is the one that kind of helped shape the double diaverse doubled ear revolution, so to speak. Okay, and which, by the way, has kind of jump-started a lot of other treasure hunting exploits for other dates within the series. Just like the 1988 Lincoln Penny, this particular one has an ear that is plainly evident and very much punched south of the regular ear, the primary ear. These coins, again, can be found in pocket change through coin roll hunting. They're still very much available out there in the marketplace, and I'm happy to say that most examples, even those examples that are not graded or authenticated, still sell between $75 and $200. Now, grading really plays a role in this. Okay, the higher the grade, the more money it's worth, of course. You know, much like a lot of other collectibles that people indulge in. This example right here still sells in rough condition, you know, close to $100. Okay, I have tried a number of times to attain a regular raw example that is not certified, and I've been having a hard time trying to come across this coin because it is that popular. So that's the 1984 double die obverse number 1. It is also an FS 101 as well. The second coin on the list is one that, you know, not a lot of people know about. Again, this is the 1997 Lincoln Cent. This one right here has a plain and evident doubled southern ear that is pretty much attached to the earlobe, so it just looks like a doubled earlobe in this case. But this one here is also incredibly rare. You don't see these come across the auction block too often. On occasion, I think there are a few available on eBay for an absorbent amount of money. Whether or not that is indeed the market value for such a coin, you know, is up for interpretation. But again, this is a coin right here that everybody strives to look for, and one in which should always be on your cherry pickers list, for sure. Okay, again, this is the double die obverse number 1. It is the very first designated double die for this date. FS 101 catalog number. This is a coin right here that it falls in line with the 1984 doubled ear. Okay, incredibly popular. If you found one, they sell in that $75 to $200 range all day long. It's a great way to make extra money for whatever you may need it for. So, a couple very notable doubled ear Lincoln Pennies. Another one that I did not put an image on here, of course, which is also rare, is the 1983D, and that is another one you're going to have to take a look for when you're out hunting through your change and through those coin rolls. So, where do we go from here? Well, it's that easy. Go to the bank, buy some pennies, and get to searching, because you never know. You might hit that $10,000 jackpot with a 1988 doubled ear Lincoln penny. I want to thank everyone for joining in on this broadcast. It was a lot of fun. Happy Easter for those of you that are partaking in the little Easter egg hunt and brunch and everything else. So I'm your host, Blue Ridge Silverhound. I'm Sean. Feel free to share and subscribe in to Blue Ridge Silverhound if you haven't done so already. The best way you can support my channel, hit that like button and throw in a comment. Tell me what you think about this variety. Is it all that is cracked up to be, in a bag of chips? I think it really is. And also check me out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Okay, I am there as well. I wish you all a great hunting holiday, and you guys take care. And again, we're discovering together. You guys take care, and I'll see you on the next one.